If you guys are looking for new games or need help gearing up for any of the new content in Grand Theft Auto Online, check out G2A with the link in the description and use cashback code BOSS if you want to save a little bit extra as well. Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA video, we're going to be talking about some insane GTA 6 leaks that, if true, just revealed a ton of brand new information. So that's what we're going to be diving into this video today, how a release date could work, and if this information is indeed true. So this was all posted the other day on the message board 4chan on March 29th, but quickly spread to other social channels like Reddit, Twitter, etc. And this poster claims that they have worked with Rockstar in a coordinating activity, and this is essentially the post right here. So obviously it comes from an anonymous user. It was posted on, again, March 29th, 2021. And I'll read the whole thing first, and then I'll go through some of the points. GTA 6/online truth. I won't give my identity and I won't share any details that could in any way identify who I am. I also won't reply, and I do not care if you believe me. You'll find out how right I am much sooner than you think, as the Newswire art is already finished and ready. But I've worked in a coordinating capacity with Rockstar for quite some time now. But in the end, I'm a gamer and I'm most loyal to you all. Watching these supposed leaks lately have just been sad. It has always been something I found funny, but the last copyright strike one just made me sad for you all. So I figured, why not give you a nice bit to chew on for a while? Here are some high points for you. First of all, you have already literally been told what GTA 6 and online would be. He said it in interviews, but you just won't believe him. What else do you think we've been doing for a decade? The work has never stopped on Grand Theft Auto, not even when Red Dead Redemption 2 crunch was wild. We always had at least a small team constantly working on bringing over assets. That's because we knew it had exceeded every expectation, or you would all burn us. And then he continued his post, because I think he ran out of space. I don't know how 4chan works, saying, you will see a fully realized Project America, if that's what you want to call it. There will be a total of 5 continuous cities across 5 states. Most of this was already built but needed to be brought over to the new engines. We have already asked artists on several occasions to remove mention of this work from their personal profiles. You all picked up on only a few of these. Somehow, though, you all missed the point. There is a 6th city in another location that I won't spoil for you. The rest of the 5 should be obvious. The current map is included in this new world, expanded and enhanced, and kind of plugs into the new map with the use of empty space in between. We got really good at that recently. It will make more sense when you see it. Though one of my favorite places on the GTA 5 map goes away when this happens, and sadly there's just no way around it. We tested new assets and mechanics constantly in GTA Online. I genuinely don't know how you all aren't seeing it. Recently we tested our ability to add to the current map. It wasn't quite as successful as we had hoped, and that did push back dates somewhat, though we are confident new hardware can handle it. We have never stopped building in Liberty. You won't believe how good it looks. And I think the Northern Pass area are the best looking parts of the game so far. Still a ton of lighting and shading to be done, but these 2 areas really show off what the new Rage can do. Parts of leaks have been correct. You guys are putting together pieces, but are greatly underestimating how all these things work together. Take-Two won't settle for anything less than a platform where GTA Online can live on indefinitely. We get to tell stories within that space. Get ready. So I know that was a lot to digest, but let's basically start from the top. And first and foremost, this person is not going to be revealing their identity. I quite frankly don't blame them if this does turn out to be true. But they do say that we will find out much sooner. And the Newswire art is already ready for GTA 6. That would be incredible. And apparently work on GTA 6 and its multiplayer has never stopped, not even when Red Dead Redemption 2 was being built. And Strauss Zelnick has said in interviews, or Rockstar executives in interviews over the last decade, what's been going on. I've been trying to think of noteworthy GTA 6 comments that have been said, but I don't really know what he could be talking about, or anyone could be talking about. Maybe you guys can let me know in those comments down below. Now, getting on to some of the juicy stuff, basically he confirms that the Project America stuff, or at least parts of it, is going to be real, and that it's going to be 5 continuous cities across 5 states. So I'm going to guess those 5 cities, although I'm not sure the 5 states. That one's throwing me for a loop there. Vice City, Liberty City, Los Santos, Las Venturas, and then San Fierro, which would take us across basically from coast to coast of the United States and the main cities we've seen in the GTA universe. Now, they do say that there is a 6th city in another location. I'm trying to think what that could be. Maybe like Atlanta or Chicago, or maybe that other one is outside of the United States, like in Central or South America or somewhere like that. Maybe it's in Canada or in Europe. We don't know. That would be pretty fun, though. The 5-state thing is kind of throwing me for a loop, but maybe that was just a translation error. And that would have been interesting to see artist material on their professional profiles. I haven't caught on to any of that. But maybe there have just been some leaks that have seemed super fake, but have actually genuinely been real. Now, what's interesting is that the current map is included in this new world. So GTA 5's map is going to be in the new one. So I guess that kind of confirms Los Santos. And it might even be a continuation of what already exists. Now, it is interesting to see like what that place on the map goes away. I would assume it would be some part up north. So I'm going to take a guess, like maybe Mount Chiliad doesn't exist. Maybe like Grapeseed doesn't exist, or Palito Bay. Or maybe it's an area to the east or the west because it would be a continuation. So you're going to be losing something on the coast. I'm really not too sure. That would be interesting to discuss, definitely in those comments down below. No shocker here if this is real, that Grand Theft Auto Online is basically a testing ground for GTA 6. And the Cayo Perico heist, I would say adding a new island. That was their ability to test adding to the current map. And when they say it probably wasn't as quite as successful as they hoped, it's because they were probably limited by hardware and how the game actually handled it. And then he goes on to brag a lot about Liberty City and ultimately how good it looks. So I would say that Liberty City would probably be, if this is the case, one of the main cities that you would spend the majority of your time. And maybe that goes back to those leaks we saw probably back in 2014 or 15 when someone started building parts of Liberty City in GTA 5's engine. But it looks like they've expanded on it past the city as well, with them saying the Northern Pass area, some of the best looking parts of the game. And it shows off what the new Rage engine can do, which is the engine that you saw Red Dead Redemption 2 end up using. And he goes on to say that parts of the leaks have been correct. We're putting the pieces together, but the community as a whole is underestimating how these things are working together. And then obviously Rockstar Games' parent company, Take-Two Interactive, won't settle for anything less than where GTA Online can live on indefinitely, considering how successful it's been on these current systems as well. So what are my final thoughts and opinions on this? I will say I'm definitely a little skeptical just because of how much information this is, and it goes across a lot of different subjects, like how far along the game is across and all the cities that would take place and things in the past that have been right versus wrong. So I'm going to remain cautiously optimistic. I'm always skeptical when it comes to 4chan leaks like this, but you have to take it with a grain of salt because there's parts of it that could be true, parts of it that could be fake. Hopefully sooner rather than later we get to find out if this stuff was real or not. So I would love to hear from you guys in those comments down below. Let me know if you think this GTA 6 leak is real, if it's fake. Do you think that it has any validity? Let me know what you guys are thinking in those comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and Red Dead Redemption videos that I'm doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.